Macmillan Audio presents The Merriest Misters by Timothy Janovsky. Read for you by Zach Barela and Mark Sanderlin.
One. You better not pout. Quinn. 7 days till Christmas. There's nothing sadder than watching a festive Christmas movie alone. Scratch that. There's nothing sadder than watching a festive Christmas movie alone when your husband is upstairs doing work. Especially when you went through the trouble of picking out his favorite, Elf, in the hopes it would lure him from his office for the evening. No luck. I sit with my lukewarm hot chocolate, melty marshmallows sloshing around in my mug like reminders of my waterlogged dreams of domestic bliss for a special holiday season in our very first house. When I was younger, before my parents divorced, my mom used to cover our entire fridge with Christmas cards from friends and family members from all over the world. They were the fancy, customizable ones you got printed at the pharmacy photo kiosk that showcase images of the whole family at Disney World in front of Cinderella Castle, or posed in matching pajama sets before a fireplace, the family dog only half-looking, angry to be tucked into people clothes for the laborious shoot. Every morning before breakfast, I would look at the husbands and wives in those cards and think, that's what my marriage is going to be like. Picture perfect. Then I turned 15, realized I was gay, and suddenly those cards didn't represent the ideal future anymore. Maybe still for some, but not for me. Not, at least, until marriage equality, and not until Patrick. Patrick, who is upstairs drawing various types of toilets for a presentation at his architecture firm instead of watching Elf with his husband who made sure to steal extra packets of Swiss Miss from the teacher's lounge on his way out of work today. I sit here joylessly watching as Will Ferrell tries to understand the complex crosswalks and door systems of New York City. There's a week until Christmas. I should not be stewing all by myself in our garland-festooned living room. Today, I caught up on lesson planning during my prep period and put on an educational film at the end of the day, just to get a head start on grading. We promised tonight was movie night, so why has the kettle corn bowl only had one hand in it all evening? Okay, two hands, both of which were mine when I was shoveling away my sadness earlier since I'd been canceled on. But I can't be blamed for that. It's good kettle corn, straight from one of those decorative tins people love to gift around this time of year. Fresh and sticky, and just the right amount of maybe my teeth will fall out this time per chew. For a whole of maybe 20 minutes, I'm angry. Then, Will Ferrell and Zooey Deschanel sing Baby It's Cold Outside in the women's locker room at a department store that begs the question, should this really be allowed in a family film? Ick factor aside, I thaw, remembering when Patrick and I watched this movie together back when we were still dating. He started singing Buddy the Elf's parts. I started singing the Jovi parts. We weren't good singers. What we lacked in pitch, we made up for in volume, much to the dismay of our next-door neighbor, who banged a heavy fist on the wall and shouted, "This isn't the voice, and if it were, this isn't me hitting my button. Keep it down in there." We couldn't stop laughing. Floating on the memories of a better, less stressful time, I go over to the tea kettle, pour some hot water, and dump out the powdery chocolate. In my backpack, which I tucked in the hall closet, I find a candy cane one of my students gave me and stick it inside the red mug to stir. Patrick loves that extra hint of flavor. With a small bowl of kettle corn and the cocoa, I go upstairs, treading lightly on the stubborn, rickety boards. This place was sold to us as a fixer-upper. I didn't realize that meant that with full-time jobs, we'd need to be taking uppers just to get any of the fixing done in a timely manner. It's a mess.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?